Hello, Scorpio. Archie Dunlop here with your daily horoscope for Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024. Scorpio, there are things that have to be done. You can't really get out of it. The week is underway, it's not a holiday, and you do have to get down to it. So yes, I think there are certain things in your life which are beginning to get out of control. I mean, beginning, at the very beginning. It's not a disaster yet. It's nothing too serious. But today, action has to be taken. I think you know it. So consider the things which are in need of attention, and just go and do it. And don't worry too much about what other people think. Other people may be more laid back from you. Other people may take the view that we can wait until tomorrow or wait until next week. It can't. It can't wait until next week. Okay, it could wait until next week, but is it advisable to wait until next week? I think you know that at the very least, from a point of view of feeling comfortable, it's time to sort the matter out. So that's what you need to do today. Be very assertive about it. And yeah, if you have to argue with people, you have to say why it needs to be done. Okay, you might want to do that, but don't waste too much on arguments. Arguments don't help. They just waste time. And in fact, if something needs to be done, maybe you should do it in a very quiet way. You don't have to tell the world. Now, you might think that it's someone else's responsibility to sort something out, or at the very least, they should be helping you. That's true. But the most important thing is that it's sorted out. And if you think that you're not getting enough support, well, I wouldn't perhaps worry about it too much. You can have the arguments perhaps later, once the matter is resolved. So I know that sounds a little boring, but for your own peace of mind, I do think it is the right approach for you. And just because you feel a sense of grievance that you're not getting enough support, doesn't mean to say you have to make a big thing about it. I mean, it may just be your perception. Scorpios, it's a water sign. Scorpios can be quite emotional. They can jump to conclusions about the way things are, particularly today, because the moon is making a square aspect to Mars, your ruling planet. So that aspect could be a bit dangerous. It could incline you to rush into an argument that, in the end, is fairly pointless. And really, if you really feel that you need help, then rather than sort of argue the point or criticize people, just state the point. You could do, for example, you could just say, well, this is what we need to do. We're going to do it now. And don't make it a matter of argument. Make it a matter of fact. And that way you may find that, I think in most cases, in fact, people will just say, okay, that's what Scorpio wants, so we'll do we'll follow Scorpio's lead. Scorpio must know what they're talking about. And so that might be the best approach. Whether you're at home trying to sort out your family, or whether you're at work trying to interact with your workmates, or if you're in a position of authority, perhaps your employees, just make it a matter of fact before the event rather than a matter of argument during or after the event. In terms of relationships, things could be a little difficult in the sense that partners may have some rather strange thoughts. They might be quite negative about the world, surprisingly negative. They may privately be thinking that nothing is going to work. You may not realize this. On the surface, everything might be fine, but there are people that do have a certain negativity, and it's passing. It's not going to last long, but you perhaps need to be aware of that and consider why certain individuals in your life are negative and are thinking the worst, and are being really quite pessimistic about the future. I don't know whether this is the future of their future or the future of the planet, or the future of humanity. But there is this grinding pessimism. So I'm wondering if you can find some way of getting in touch with it. Maybe you know what it is. Maybe you can bring it out into the open through discussion, for example. Or maybe not discussion, just listening, making a special effort to listen to what they're saying, to listen to some of their concerns. I think that is important, because if you don't understand another person's negativity, then that negativity isn't just going to go away. It's going to be projected. That negativity may be all about their expectation. I mean, they might even be negative about you, about their relationship with you. Consider that possibility. So it's just important to listen, and if possible, to bring it out into the open, so that it can be discussed. I think that's going to be quite important today, to try to understand what's getting people down. Some of because I said some of the people close to you, there's something bothering them, and it does need to be unpacked. Okay, Scorpio, that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.